Greetings, dear viewer, and welcome to another MegaDrive roulette game. This is Izzy's quest for the Olympic rings. 1992, US gold. I remember them. Do you remember them? Don't remember Alexandria. Don't know who they are. A rare Olympics licensed game that, from what I gather, has sod all to do with the Olympics. but we shall persevere. It looks to be a platformer. So we have got medals to collect. Ooh, spin attack. That's basically just jumping. Avoid the fire things. Get one more try if we get stars. And the torch looks like it takes you back to the start. Alright, let's give this a go. Story. Bunch of evildoers have taken the Olympic rings away, I'm guessing. Ooh, dear. Now that does not look good, and if someone will tell me what that is, I have to run around to try and get a look at what is that? What is that thing? It's a collection of pixels with arms. I don't like it. Alright. There's a torch. Vines. We like vines. Enemy smash! Oh! Whoops. Fatal mistake. 1 out of 3. Ooh. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3. Winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Ooh, now I can fly. Now I can't again. Taketh away. And so on. Oh, Joe. I fell over. Hoik. Up the thing, and then the thing, and then... Yeah, let's have that again. Let's see if I can fly a little bit better this time. Oh, rubbish. Oh, so close. How am I meant to get up there now? How am I meant to get up there now? Oh. Jumping. Flying again. Let's try this. Oh, you biscuit tits. Sorry, that doesn't make any sense. It's not a thing that makes sense to say, is it? Generic zany music. Wacky zany music. Oh! Boink! I want one of them. I want one of them as well. I want to attain. Things. I guess we want to be wary of that torch, dude. Boing. Boing. Ah! No! No! Boing. Boing. Obviously, for a blue collection of pixels with arms, quite a lot of buoyancy, which is good because I guess pixels don't weigh anything. There you go. Got you. Kaboom! Whoa! More real audio there. Always looking out for it in amongst the MIDI. See, I was thinking about this a couple of days ago. If consoles had shipped with general MIDI, which is something that you got, I think, mainly in Windows. I think general MIDI was something that turned up in Windows. And it was basically, the idea with MIDI is that it's like a font that every musical instrument... There's like a standard... I'm going to try and get that dude. There's a standard set of musical instruments, and each one has like a numbered slot. Like in computers, every letter in the alphabet and every number and every punctuation symbol has a number attached to it. I'm shit at flying. The same applies to MIDI music. So every instrument... I don't know what's happening at the moment. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. Woo. Every instrument would have a number associated with it. So if you wanted to distribute a piece of music, you didn't have to distribute the actual sounds. You just distributed the instructions, and you're basically conducting a virtual orchestra. You're saying, okay, bassoonist, play now, play these notes, that kind of thing. I suck at this. And because the way MIDI works is it's very, very short samples of audio. Very... Ooh, hello, I've got a baseball bat. And nothing to hit. There's a heartbreaker. There we go. So MIDI is very, very small, short samples of pieces of instrument noises. So a MIDI trumpet is a very, very low quality, very electronic sounding version of a trumpet. It doesn't carry the same proper vibrato as trumpet. There's no difference between the start of the note and the end of the note. It's all kind of just kind of... Oh yeah, I've done what I came here to do, it seems. I've only got one of those little rings. Okay. Oh, hello. Elder Challenge. Ooh! Hello. Ooh, we're changing formats here. We're now going up. Oh yeah, I'll have one of those, I'll have one of those. I'll avoid that. It's coral. It's like coral. I want to avoid the coral. I probably want to get that. I probably want that. I want that, and I want to avoid the fire. That looks dangerous. Oh, really? Seems unlikely. I'll carry on talking about my opinions about things in a minute, should that be something that you... well, whether you care about it or not, you're going to hear it. Oh, I've lost jet propulsion. I'm now going down. Seems cruel, really. And that's the end of that. Seems cruel to play the death scene in what I'm assuming is a bonus video. Alright, anyway, we continue. Greek village. So, MIDI. Kind of low quality samples, electronic samples of instruments. But you can actually make them sound actually okay. You know, you can get decent samples, and you can have things like vibrato and modulation that came later, and it basically allows you to turn up the vibrato effectively. So if you're simulating the human voice and you want to get that nice at the end, you can turn up the modulation, and that basically makes the voice warble a bit more. And you can do that with other instruments that where it's sort of valid. Come on, got you. Oh, hello. Let's see what that does. Ooh, arrow time. Arrow to the head balloons. Splat. Are you going to keep coming, or are we done? It seems like we're done. I want to get that. Oh, damn it. So, basically sound cards that you would buy with your PC, some of them would come. They would come with general MIDI, so they would have either very, very basic sounds or some ones that sounded a little bit sexier. And some of them were actually okay. Turtle Beach used to make a sound card, I think, that had decent MIDI. Oh, Sugar. I thought, hey, I definitely jumped on him. Seems unfair. Like that. There you are, see. So you actually could get decent sounding MIDI to a degree. It still sounded a bit electronic, and you know, you could kind of tell. But, oops. It had a... Oh, hello. Baseball bat time. That felt good. Oh. And just like that, it's gone. So I was thinking, with that in mind, it would have been great, it seems to me, if consoles like this, where space was at a premium because you're talking about cartridges, and I don't know if games ever came on more than one cartridge. I guess they didn't, because there wasn't a mechanism where you could keep a game in memory while you changed the cartridge. That existed for the Amiga. Like, games could come on, you know, up to like 4. Well, I mean, it'd be an unlimited number of discs, but I know there were games that had like 4 discs, and I think they had things like Monkey Island, which were famously lots and lots of discs. That was for the PC, though, I think. So when space is at a premium, it seems it would have been sensible for consoles to come with a MIDI synthesizer built in. I don't think they did. Should look it up, actually. I'm assuming, but I don't think they did, because they tend to all sound different. And maybe that's the thing. At least, you know, you can get... It doesn't all sound like general MIDI. I guess that is a bonus. But who knows? But it's just a thought. Like, you might have got... Because you could store it on the console, and you weren't... Oh, bloody hell. Then restricted to the size of cartridge and the amount of space... What? What even just happened? Bloody hell. But yeah, anyway, it's just a thought that I had, because I'm quite into the music of video games, especially this type of stuff, and like mod music that you used to get in the old Amigas, which is basically similar to MIDI. I think I've talked about this already, haven't I? I'm not sure. But the samples are longer and it's more based on repetition, so you're not necessarily... In fact, you're not at all, if I remember rightly. Oh, no, I definitely hit you. That's mean. I definitely jumped on him. We've agreed that's the mechanism. There's only one real mechanism in this game, and I definitely did it. Yeah, so, like... So MIDI programming is sort of based on... Play this instrument with this note and these notes, and use this modulation or whatever, pitch bend, and you could do that kind of stuff as well if the instrument could support it and stuff. See, I didn't notice the fact that he shoots things. So mod music, from what I remember with a mod tracker, it's actually a lot simpler. I think you could play a sample. You might have been able to... Could you actually play them like notes? And I guess you probably could. But I remember mod trackers didn't work like... So the MIDI programming apps that I remember are things like Cakewalk and... Logic? iMagic Logic, which used to be called something else. Used to have a better name, then it got renamed to iMagic Logic. Oh, it was Sibelius, I think. I guess a company bought them, I'm guessing. Yeah, I definitely don't know what happened there. I don't know what that is. Game over. Game over, man. Let's have a rematch. I've got one continue. Yeah, story. Definitely not good at this game. But let's also not pretend that I'm invested in it. Oh, pardon me, I've had a glass of wine. So, Yeah, so mod music is cool. I used to have lots and lots of fun. I think I talked about the Cannon Fodder intro song at one point. One of the games I was playing, because this is one of my little points of fascination. And let's see if I can. Oh, that splattered you anyway, so that's all right. And that one was literally. I think you had a couple of chords and things, and a couple of trumpet sounds, and then the voice. And so you had Never Been, which was one sample. So Much Fun was the next sample. Don't You Wanna was one. Kill Him With Your Gun was the next one. Leave Him Dying in His Uniform was another, and then Lying in the Sun. And those bits together obviously make the sort of chorus, and then the guys that are going war. But then all those put together now. Let's try and not. Oh, I see. They look sort of dangerous, don't they? Oh, they are to be avoided, I guess. Whatever they are. Don't know what they're meant to depict. But yeah, so those sort of dozen or so samples together, you just program them in different ways. So those vocal things, you can create these little stutters that are like effectively, as if there's a DJ sort of messing around with the audio. I don't know what that was. And you can create like a reasonably complex sounding song. Oh, what the dickens? It passed as a song, and that's the point. And you could do that with MIDI in a way that you couldn't. No, you can do that with mod music, I think, in a way that didn't exist with MIDI, because the idea with MIDI was not. It was that like samples existed for. They lasted for a certain sort of length of time, whereas mod samples could be of varying length. So you could have. I don't mean to keep doing that. So the same one track could have many samples, and they could all be of different lengths, and then you could sequence them together, and they could be really, really high quality. Or, in the case of the Amiga games, in order to save space, they'd be super low quality. And I suspect, because of hearing the music that was done for Lost Vikings, I suspect that... oh, you dick splash. I suspect that there's some sort of similar system in place for the MegaDrive. I'll have to find out. I'm going to have to dig into it because it does interest me. I might pop it on the Lano Retro blog. I'm also thinking of doing some non-MegaDrive games soon. Because I want to play Crystal Caves. Oh, shit. Which was a PC classic that I used to love from Apogee, who are the same people who made Commander Keen, and then I think reformed into 3D Realms, who then made... Well, they made Duke Nukem, and then I think they... Oh, this game sucks. It really... This is a piece of shit. There's no, like... There's no getting around. This game is a piece of shit. It's not got enough character to sort of warrant any kind of level of interest. There we go. Let's make that go away. Yeah, so I've been thinking of getting that on. A bit of Crystal Caves. And I will at some point play Commander Keen as well, because that was my jam. But there was just something about Crystal Caves that, because I play it less, like I often do come back to Commander Keen. Whereas Crystal Caves, not so much. I haven't played it. I figured it out. I haven't played it in about... Well, at least 12 years. I think we can safely say. And yet, I'd still have really, really great memories of that game. Absolutely loved it. It wasn't an amazing game, it was just there, you know what I mean? But it was made by the, you know, people who knew how to not just create the games, but also write the little story pieces behind them and stuff. Because I remember reading, because I got into Commander Keen so much, I remember reading all the info that came with the game. You know, I used to actually read the story of the various games. You know, the story of what Commander Keen is pretty cool. I can't remember what the kid's name was. Was it Kevin? Or have I made that up? But I recently sat down with my 4-year-old nephew, and he wanted. He says he has these adventures, and it's basically an adventure is a made-up story, usually I think by his dad. And I've been tasked so far with creating 2 adventures. One, I nicked a bunch of stuff from Star Trek and some other things, and he recognised a couple of the characters from Star Wars, I think. You Gimboid. Is that the game over? Yeah, that's it. That's us done. Anyway, I'll tell you about my Commander Keen story another time. For now, that's it. The rules state that if I die and there are no more continues left, that's it. I'm not going to continue playing the game. So we cut it short at about 20 minutes, and I will say thank you for watching. I will see you again for the next one.